Hey Guru Nation, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share. Look, networking, we always talk about networking. There's good and bad ways. As long as you're networking, it doesn't even matter if sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. We're all human. We all can try to take shortcuts to get information or resources. It's fine. But there's people who have consistently bad patterns, and there's people who have consistently good patterns, and it makes certain people's response different. For example, Robert Goldman, who you all know that I interviewed a bunch of times, his email address is on clinicaltrials.gov for a bunch of studies. Did you know he told me he gets 100 emails a week from sites? Give me a CDA. And he says some of the sites are demanding. Give me a CDA. Well, when is the best time to have a Zoom so we can discuss your study?
Like
He doesn't know these people. So he's like, text me oftentimes like screenshots like, do you think I'm going to drop what I'm doing to set up a Zoom with this guy? Do you think this is the right approach? And I'm like, no. And it's very similar to what you were saying about networking, because we're always talking about networking, go out and network. But what does that actually mean to you? Like, what's the bad way to network?
Well, what is the intention of that network? Because I see a lot in social media. I need to network and just send like a general message. I mean, just like spam, in my opinion. So how you can network like in real life or real person? How you will network? I'm assuming you should network the same way online. Because if you have somebody like in person, you are more professional. You want to impress, if that is the case, or you want something solid in that conversation. In the other end, online, I believe sometimes translating in a different way. So
what would be preferred is to make an actual connection with somebody, right? Like, on
But
a
that's
person,
hard.
I understand that, but talking about Richard, there's no connection there.
Robert.
I mean, Robert.
Yeah.
There's no connection there.
No, they're demanding.
Right. They're not even making any attempt to make
But
a connection.
here's why they do it, though, because every now and then it works, and for the 90% of the time it doesn't work, they don't care.
That's true, but I think manners always looks much better, because if I see you in the street and I don't know you and I just go to you, hey, I'm looking for a job in research. This is my CV. Would you do that? Probably not,
No.
right? So why you do it in a message?
Why you do it on LinkedIn?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You say hi, you do the greetings, and you introduce yourself, and probably show what is that you can offer.
What I tell people is this: all these people you're trying to get in touch with that are, I don't know what the word is, because it's not even influencer. It's people who have something you want. Okay, let's just make it simple. If they're on LinkedIn, and most of these people are, they're posting stuff. Any content creator, which is 3 of us at this table, Chris Smartly is not on there. It's I would not be on there either. Sometimes I wish I wasn't, but everyone who creates content wants comments, because like what you guys said earlier, you got great engagement on your stuff. Everybody wants them. So these people are trying to network. If you want that person to know you, the best way is to comment on their stuff, and then you can message them later. Because now you're not a stranger anymore. Especially if your comments are positive, like, oh yeah, I agree, or even something funny, or even something like you want to maybe argue a little, but it's in a smart way. At least I'm gonna know who you are, because they're commenting and it's helping my post. I feel like they already helped me. And they don't need to be demanding. They're like, hey, by the way, here's my resume. Can you check it out? I've checked maybe a couple dozen a week. It takes me a few seconds to look at the resume and say, no, this is not believable. This is not good. They're not relatable skill. That's it. But if somebody just reaches out and says, hey, I want a job, and I look at my message history with them, because it shows you right there, they've never reached out before.
Wouldn't a simple rule just be for this person to try and put themselves in your shoes?
Yeah, but nobody does that, and we don't do that either.
Oh, I do.
I know, but we don't put ourselves in their shoes, though.
Oh, but I do.
Yeah, we're supposed to. We're supposed to.
But I'm saying, golden rule, right? Treat people like you want to be treated.
But I think only 30% of the people, maybe a little higher.
I would say 30% is probably accurate.
Yeah, At least on LinkedIn.
How far is far, Dan? Like, for instance, like, since you are very active in social media, obviously you receive a bunch of comments, but how far is too far in a way of receiving so many? Or for the audience, which one get your attention? Just an example. Which one is like, I like this comment, or something that it
The one that
engage a
gets-
little bit.
The one that gets my attention is like any comment, and then if like I'll know, even if there's like hundreds, and that person messages me later, I'll remember. Oh yeah, that they commented before. I won't remember what they said, but I remember like I at least know who they are. It's also effort. If somebody emails me their resume on LinkedIn, LinkedIn doesn't have it to where I can just click and it opens. I have to download to my desktop, look at it. So that's about a minute, and I have to delete it later. So that's still like a minute of my time. But if it only took them like 10 seconds to write the email or the message, I'm thinking, well, this person didn't even have to put the effort. Like, they should at least put a minute or more.
I hope your day is going well. I hope this isn't an inconvenience to you. If you have a time, can you please take a look at this? Right?
Something like
Or-
that.
Yeah, way
Something
that you
a little
say
more
things.
kind, and they are
Yeah.
understanding they're infringing on your time.
Or Dan, I watched your video. This is very interesting.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
something that.
But I don't even
connects.
care. It's
Yeah.
not, like,
Yeah.
even, this is not for me. I don't care. But, like, when you're reaching out to other
Yeah,
people.
anybody. It's an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I believe like it's about balance, because you can be aggressive in everything and reach a goal, reach out to Dan or the job that you want to accomplish or your dream job. So I believe it's a balance, because obviously sitting down, being quiet, or not even typing a message, it won't get you anywhere. On the other hand, if you're abusing that, it won't get you anywhere. So probably, I know there's no right or wrong, but some balance. It's very simple.
The economics of social media is engagement. The algorithms value comments. If you put a comment on somebody that you want to reach out to's post, you're helping them indirectly. And then you can message them later, that person's going to be happy. Bottom line.
And that actually is so true, because remember that we had a follower or somebody for Latinos in clinical research that she kept on putting comments everywhere, to the point that all of us knew her
Knew
name,
her.
and we helped her.
We helped her.
Because
Her name stuck in my head when
Yeah.
a recruiter said, "Do you know anybody for this job?" She popped up because she was out there.
Persistence.
That's putting in effort.
Persistence.
That's not just like 30 seconds to write a quick, hey, look at my resume.
So never give up, but let's try to do it the right way, maybe.
Yeah. And I still don't know what the right way is, but we do know what the bad way is. So don't do that.
Don't do it that way.
But if you message me, I don't care. But for other people, that's the way to approach them. Thank you, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Bye-bye.